Hello everyone, it's Gloria with Glory Bee Resale, and I am here to do a What Sold video from January 5th to the 11th, and this would be on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Etsy. The first item to sell over on eBay was this chicken wire four-section uh, handled basket with cans in it for planting. Or the basket could be used for eggs. Anyway, this sold for $32. The cost to me on it was $5. Next item to sell was this set of two vintage 1970s handmade pair of orange crushed velvet pillows. And these sold for $35, and the cost to me on them was $5. Item to sell, getting ready for Dog Day, was this Punxsutawney Phil Gobbler's Knob Groundhog Day sweatshirt. And this sold for $38. And the cost to me on it was $5.49. I'm sorry, $5.99. The next item to sell this was a personal item. And this was a Lululemon Winter Warrior Parka, black and size 10, and this sold for $350. And the cost to me, this was a gift, so the cost to me was nothing. So happy to, this sold pretty quickly after I put it up. I don't think it was up a week. I don't even know if it took that long. So good sale. Next item was this Tahari zip-up cardigan sweater coat, houndstooth, and this sold for $29, and the cost to me on it was $5.99. Next item to sell was this vintage Hanger Pottery Art Deco drip glaze planter. This sold for $69. Cost to me on it was $10. Now over to Poshmark, and the first thing to sell was this set of Better Homes and Gardens cotton sheet set. I believe this was, yeah, twin. And this sold for $17. And the cost to me on it was $3. Next item to sell was this vintage gold medal mesh necklace and bracelet set. And this didn't take very long. I just listed this and because I came across a little bit of jewelry, and I said, let's try it out. So this ended up selling. I took an offer of $15. Cost to me on it was $1.39. I also wanted to just get rid of it again too. So I was happy with any kind of profit, that kind of profit. Next item to sell was this flax blue teal linen dress, and this sold for $39. The cost to me on it was $6.49. Next item was another personal item, these Doc Martens red leather boots, size 7, and I really love these boots, but these were a gift from my kids also. I picked them out on Poshmark and they bought them. I wore them a handful of times, but I had also broken my ankle and had plate and pins put in it. So my feet just are bigger now, so they no longer they didn't fit. I could wear them, but they were very tight on me, and uh, so I decided to just sell them. and I sold them for $70. And again, cost to me, they were a gift. Thank you, girls, if you're watching. Next item to sell was this Talbot's Petite Popover orange blouse, and this sold for $18, and the cost to me on it was $3.50. Now over to Mercari, and the first thing to sell was this wood hat, vintage wood hat, with roses on it, a decal, I think it was, and it was a key hook to get the little key hooks all around it. And this sold for $13.50, and the cost to me on it was 50 cents. Next item to sell was this Bobby Brooks denim shirt. This was a blue Christmas shirt with the snowman on it and trees. So this I took an offer of $17.60, and somebody accepted it. Well, they sent it to me, I don't know, and I accepted it, but I was happy to get rid of it because it's seasonal and you don't really want to keep seasonal stuff around after the season. So, um, again, it sold for $17.60, and the cost to me on it was $4.99. Now over to Etsy. And the first thing to sell on Etsy was this sturdy wooden 8-drawer apothecary spice cabinet, um, wall hanging. It could sit on top of a counter or hang on a wall. It did have, I think the hooks here. Yeah, it did have the hooks too, hanging on the wall. This was a nice heavy duty cabinet, um, with all the back of the drawers numbered to where they go. And this sold for $189, and the cost to me was $28. The next item was this vintage wooden window display with a couple of coat hooks or hat, whatever, down here. I forget, this was probably a little smaller, so I don't know whether it would be coats, but something could hang there. So it sold for $39. Cost to me on it was $1. Next item to sell was this Valentina Italian light blue pebbled crossbody, and this sold for $65, and the cost to me on it was $5. Next item to sell was this vintage classic wooden rolling pin, hand turned, and this sold for $27, and the cost to me on it was $3. Next item to sell was this vintage floral porcelain 5-arm faux candle chandelier. This sold for $85, and the cost to me on it was, I can't remember. It was either 5 or $8. So good profit. Next item to sell was this set of 2 vintage home interior kitchen wall decor and teapot, and this sold for $19, and the cost to me on these was $2.99. Next item to sell was this vintage antique flute cover uh, with sheep and a woman. Get a closer shot. It's a pretty little flute cover. And this sold for $29, and the cost to me on it was 99 cents. Next item to sell was this vintage mid-century apothecary medicine cabinet, and this sold for $299. This is the second one of these. I had two of them. Uh, I don't even think I was cleaning out one day and I didn't even realize I had two of them that I had bought at different times. And I bought them both, I think, for $2 and $4. So anyway, that was nice. They were the exact same cabinet, and the other one sold for the same price. This sold for $2.99. And again, the cost to me on it was $2. Next item to sell was this antique late 19th century Eastlake wall pocket, towel holder, Gothic Victorian. Um, this sold as it was. If you can see here, it's got I don't know, stuff on it. It's kind of rough looking, but I just took all the pictures and put it up. It's, cheaper than a nice one is. So $138 I got for that, and the cost to me on it was $10. And I want to say that didn't take a heck of a long time. I don't know when I listed it, but I'm gonna say within 2 months, tops. Might be less than that. So, nice. And this, if you remember last week, I sold a different one with the tree on it. And this is the other one with owls on it, and it sold for $45, and the cost to me on it was two or $4. I'm not sure if I paid two each, $4 for the both, or $4 each. I have a feeling it might have been $4 for both of them. But anyway, good profit either way. And that was everything that I sold from January 5th to the 11th. I hope that your sales are good. And if you don't mind, I'd appreciate a like and subscribe. It just it helps me to go on every week. I'd really appreciate it. And if you want to share any of your great sales, we'd love to hear them. You know, put them in the comments or add a picture, and I'll be happy to add it in. Thanks. And I will see you next time. Have a good week, and I hope your sales are fantastic.